Okay, so last time we did the website. We ended at salutations. And I peeked ahead at the patent here for rational inquiry. And rational inquiry was the theory behind NXIVM, the thing that was going to like save the world. And I don't know. It doesn't look like it's going to be very interesting. So I am not sure what to do because I want to read it all, but I don't want to torture anyone else. So either I can do this on my own, or I figured I could do a little bit mixed between the website. I have the transcripts from the vow, or I could just keep trucking with the website and then just try to do this all in one shot. But I think this will have all the information from the modules. So this will, okay, so the objective, right, is to figure out why do people join cults? Why did people join NXIVM? I don't think there's a lot left on this website. I'm hoping to God that Keith Raniere just wrote those 2 and he didn't write any more. I'm like surprised he wrote even 2 because that seems like a lot for him. So there's personal development. Nancy Salzman, which I was thinking maybe we can make her like the main focus of like today's research because I got a lot of questions. I think she deserves more credit than she gets for the whole all the shenanigans. Okay, so yeah, maybe today will be more of a Nancy Salzman focus thing. Maybe we can just research her. I don't know. I guess I'll follow my heart. And my heart says let's do the website. So last time we learned that NXIVM will save the world. Now we're going to move on to personal development. So how can you change so that the world can get better? Okay, stop, I can't think there. Okay, so personal development, because it is a self-help cult. So the way you make society better is by first getting better yourself. They did like a lot. They like dabbled in mental health stuff, which I don't know why. You don't have to do that as a self-help. Like you, yeah. So maybe that's. I think that was Nancy Salzman trying to get into more like the mental health stuff. I can't imagine Keith Raniere was very interested in helping people with their mental health. So I'm guessing that part was Nancy. Why did she do that? I don't know. You could have just not done that and made all your money. Anyways, but okay, so personal development. The cornerstone of a civilization is the development of the individual. How'd I guess that? I just knew. Without this, society cannot be brought to a condition of growth, prosperity, and interdependence. At NXIVM, we believe the nature of personal development is to become that which one deems noble. Okay, noble. I mean, I guess I say the word stupid a lot, so I guess it's fair that they say noble a lot. But in the vow, they didn't really talk about like what noble means to them, so I'm wondering maybe that'll get better defined. Or should they just say it a lot because it sounds nice, like ethics. And I actually haven't said technology a lot yet, which is surprising. This requires not just knowledge, but also the experience and procedural understanding of how to work with one's behavior patterns. In time, our mind can triumph over the body, and we can achieve consistency of thought and action. Again, mind over the body. We also believe that personal development entails understanding of the nature of being human and individual purpose. See, this is really redundant from the other tabs, so I'm not sure why they added this. A person who does not know why they do what they do and why they are here is like a ship without a rudder and constantly shifting winds. Okay, so we also believe that personal development entails understanding the nature of being human and individual purpose. A person who does not know why they do what they do and why they are here is like a ship without a rudder, constantly shifting winds. Okay, so your life is not perfect. There's a reason for that, and you have complete control over that. There's a part of you that you just don't understand that we can help bring to the surface, and once we do that, you'll be successful and perfect. But you need our help to help you figure out why you do the things that you do and why you're here. NXIVM provides the basis and conditions for all people to explore and actualize their potential so that they can come to live purposeful lives. So I guess you're not feeling very purposeful in your life, which I guess is pretty consistent with cults. You think other people are terrible. You want actualize their potential so they can become to live their purposeful lives. Okay. So NXIVMs will, because there's more than one, will offer members different ways of pursuing a journey of personal discovery and development. For example, members may choose to begin this journey by participating in the ethical systems that each NXIVM will foster. I'm assuming it's the same ethical system for each one, so that was worded a little weird. I feel like this whole tab is unnecessary. Members may also choose to learn about the different aspects of humanity through their educational materials developed and available through NXIVM. Finally, members of NXIVM will have available to them a body of knowledge unrivaled. The technology rational. Okay, there we go. You should have started with this. Finally, members of NXIVM will have available to them a body of knowledge unrivaled. Nice. The technology, rational inquiry, TM, through the personal and professional development training programs imparted by Executive Success Program. So I guess it makes sense that it's its own tab, because if you're like, I just want to work on myself, I don't care about world ethics or humanity, like I'm not reading through all these. What's the personal development thing? So I guess that does make sense. Personal development, you will figure out what you want to do because you don't know yourself. We will help you know yourself so you can live to your full potential and not be an average person. You do not want to be an average person. That's the worst thing you could do. So unlimited success and actualization. Perfect. This is all you need. Just get rid of all the other tabs. Sold. You should have led with this. Come on. Nancy Salzman. Hopefully not by Keith Raniere. Oh my god. So Nancy Salzman is the president of NXIVM Corporation and Executive Success Programs. So the one smart thing, or I should say the really smart thing about Nancy, is that, I think she did most of pretty much everything. Whose idea was it really? But she tends to, make Keith, he wants to be the top dog, just let him. And when it gets busted, right, he gets all the prison time, right? She gets barely anything, even though she was heavily involved in, and she probably knew everything that was going on. So, to me, Keith Raniere is like her patsy. That's why, he's a D- cult leader in my mind. He got all the punishment. She got barely anything. I mean, I guess her reputation was destroyed, and she's already retirement age. What is she gonna do anyways? She made all this money. I don't know. I think they took it away, which is probably the right thing to do. But I think if I had to pick a cult leader, in my mind, she's the real top dog of NXIVM, and she was smart enough to be like, oh no, he's more important than me. So Keith, okay, remember, D- cult leader, remember, so yeah, this great master manipulator, after the news comes out about the branding, they open the case with, like, the government's all on it because they got publicity. Allison Mack folds on him right away. Nancy folds on him right away. They all, in a hot Texas minute, they blow him in. Nancy, I think she got like 48 months in prison. Allison Mack, I think she got like 3 years in prison. And Keith Raniere got 127 years in prison. And you're telling me, because they turned on him, what kind of cult leader? What? Can you imagine starting a cult and your top, your right-hand people just flip on you in a hot second and you get 127 years and they get barely anything? Embarrassing. It's embarrassing. There are cult leaders who like Jonestown, Heaven's Gate, where like to this day, like the cult members who like survived, got out of it, were like, God, I wish I was there. I wish I murdered myself with the rest of them. Oh God, I totally would have murdered myself for this cult leader. And like nobody for Keith. Not only did they not go that far for him, they just turned him in as soon as they could. When the first opportunity. Yes, he did everything. Yes, it was all him. So couldn't be me. Oh my God, I would die. So embarrassing. And another thing, so I don't know what year it was, because I was going to look more into it. So there was a point kind of early on in NXIVM where there were like these 9 leaders in NXIVM who, they had an intervention with Keith. They sat him down and they had they sat him down and they had this really long conversation explaining to him all the ways he was bad at being a cult leader. 9 of them. Top people. And then he just sat there like the entire time. And then they left. They left the cult, and I can't imagine how. I feel like a master manipulator would have turned that situation around. First of all, that situation would have never have happened. 9 top leaders have an intervention with the cult leader to tell them how bad they are at being a cult leader. What other cult would that be true? It just doesn't happen. And then they left because he didn't do any little tricks. Where was the master manipulation? I didn't see it. So I don't believe it's Keith Raniere. I just don't think he's like, he just doesn't have the capabilities. Nancy might. I think Nancy is where it's at. I think, because otherwise, man, it just don't make sense. There's just no way. Couldn't be me. Nancy Salzman, president of NXIVM Corporation and Executive Success Programs Incorporated, has over 20 years of intensive study and practice in the fields of healthcare, human potential, and human empowerment. Those last 2 aren't real. But she does have a healthcare experience. So this was 2017. She has over 20 years. Okay. When was this written? We don't have a date of when this was written. Yes, if that was Scientology, they'd all be living on a prison boat. Something, right? You don't just let them... That's it. I mean, I guess they try to sue him afterwards, but, like... That's like, he had legal people who did all that. Like, that wasn't... That was like, even that was like other people doing it for him. Like, they were... After almost 2 decades of searching for unique, permanent therapeutic solutions to human performance problems... See, I don't think that's true. because she was a nurse. And nurses don't really give therapy like that, I don't think. Unless 2 decades ago they did. Miss Salzman became aware that most models were ineffective in producing the results they promise, which is funny because every technique she used was just a technique from something else that already existed long before NXIVM. It was at this time that she met Keith Raniere, creator of Rational Inquiry. And there's a lonely quotation mark here. They did not edit this. So Rational Inquiry was invented before NXIVM, according to this. Maybe that's supposed to be a TM and they just put a quotation mark? I don't know. Mr. Raniere mentored and taught Miss Salzman when his remarkable technology... He mentored and taught her his remarkable technology, and they soon found that she was able to reproduce his unprecedented results. So he was a therapist. No, he wasn't. Who did he... In order to reproduce these results, you have to first produce the results. And when and how did he do that? Because he wasn't... He just had an MLM, so he was not a therapist. And it's not therapy, right? It's a field of human potential and human empowerment. Technology. But it's technology. It sure is. In 1998, Miss Salzman incorporated executive success programs and implemented a new reproducible method of teaching Mr. Raniere's model while ensuring consistent results. So 1998. That's when this started. So when did she meet him and when did it start? Because there should be a period of time where he mentored and taught her, and they were sure that there were these results that were permanent, which I don't know how you would account for that. Because then you'd have to see someone their whole life, right, to know that it was permanent. Definitely weren't unique, that's for sure. But, again, I want to work on myself because the world sucks and no one sees me as great as I am. And we need to figure out why. Why am I so close to average? It's terrifying. I can trust this lady. She has over 20 years of experience in human empowerment. And she was trained by Mr. Raniere. And he has this remarkable technology called Rational Inquiry that is unique and permanent to human performance problems, whatever that means. Okay. As leading authority on Rational Inquiry, okay, that's definitely supposed to be a TM then. But it's just a quotation mark. And one of the top trainers of human potential of the world. Mrs. Salzman coaches and provides special counsel to prominent individuals and leaders worldwide. Okay, so Ms. Salzman now allocates the majority of her time to furthering developing the company's capacity to meet its ever-growing needs. Because of her strong belief in developing each individual, she personally works with over 300 coaches and 30 regional executives in the United States and Mexico. Wow, where does she find the time? I feel like, okay. One of her primary roles as president is to develop a new reproducible method of teaching and implementing Raniere's patent-pending model. Well, I guess there is a patent now that ensures consistent results. Wait, wasn't there a patent before this? This is from 2017. Ensures consistent results. This includes creating curriculum, written and multimedia, for over 200 two-hour educational modules used to train students, coaches, and facilitators. There's a lot, so it must be impressive, right? One of her primary roles as president. It's new, it's reproducible. It's based on Mr. Raniere. So, okay, she is currently working with Mr. Raniere in developing and patenting an innovative systematic business management model designed to generate and run new businesses. Oh, so now we're appealing to everyone. It's for your personal development, it's for businesses. Ms. Salzman also leads a team responsible for researching and developing a prototype for NXIVMs, community centers that will house training facilities and community building spaces, including athletic, spa, and health and wellness facilities. So she's very impressive. I didn't see noble, which is a problem. I didn't see ethical either. Wow, yikes. I did see technology a few times, so that's good. Contact us. Yeah, let's call them. We are currently revamping the site. I'm guessing this link no longer exists. Executive success programs. Last one. Executive Success Programs Incorporated develops and imparts programs that provide the philosophical and practical foundation necessary to acquire and build the skills for success. Buzzwords abound. Founded in 1998 by Keith Raniere and Nancy Salzman, Executive Success Programs focuses on creating consistency in all areas, helping individuals develop the practical, emotional, and intellectual skills they need to reach their maximum potential. The programs utilize a cutting-edge, patent-pending technology called rational inquiry. TM, see, they could do it there. A reproducible method that allows for the creation of consistency and permanent change. It's getting real repetitive at this point. The company's personal and professional development programs and executive trainings have assisted individuals and organizations in transforming into resourceful, responsible, ethical, there it is, yay, and profitable players and teams. Executive Success Programs also offers a comprehensive coaching training program that people can approach either as a possible career or as extension to their personal life. So you can get a job. Okay, so you are a company, you have these, you want your managers to do some stupid thing. Here, go take these courses. I can't, but did they really? Because they were like thousands of dollars and they were like really long, right? So who actually went to these? So it's a company, so yeah, it was marketed towards company. But which companies would send their people to do all these really long courses? Or I guess maybe you could select, maybe they had different options where you can just do like a short training. And then they had different ones for, and that's how they hook people. Like, oh, if you want to learn more, we also have personal development ones. Yeah. And then you can also have a career in these programs. So, hey, you see they're making a lot of money. I could get on that, all right? Or as an extension to their personal life. Coach training program. So maybe that's, yeah, maybe that's how they hook them in. You came here for a work thing. Oh, this, I can learn more. I have lots of money. Okay, so that's the website. Am I sold? Not really, but like, let's see. So this is from 2017, so let's go way back in the beginning. 1996. No, that can't be possible. It wasn't made yet. What? Oh, okay, no, this is the earliest one. 2003. Wow, it's even shittier. Executive Success Programs. I'm not going to reread it again, but so they have the mission, vision, centers, world ethics, humanity, no salutations. Uh-oh. Some people idea. Oh, and you gotta click next. That's annoying. NXIVM news log. Scientist studies spiritual. What is this bullshit? bullshit. No more memory slips. What? Wow. What are all these things? Watch the lunar eclipse. Daily news blog about science, technology, and humanity. So it's not even their stuff. It's just like stuff they find and think is cool. Okay, let's skip ahead. Let's see what it was like. When did things start heating up? Civil liberties. Oh, no. Let's go back. I don't want this. Okay. Let's see what it was like over here. What year is this? Yeah, see they got the thing in the background. Look how intellectual. Oh, it's like cursive. Oh, there's like a music sheet. Wow. So advanced. Humanity. When did salutations come? Community blog. Blogs. Oh. Crap. Okay, where are we? Let's try this here. Employment opportunities. Posted November 2006. Seeks degree and experience intelligence communication specialists work in Albany, New York. Write, edit, index, revise, translate. Okay, let's see one more recent one. 2010. What's this one? 2017. 2019. Official statement. That's a new one. Oh, so what year is this? 2017. Click here for Spanish. Official statement. Recently, a media outlet unfoundedly and incorrectly linked NXIVM Corporation, its founder, and its related companies with a social group. Oh, the allegations relayed in the story are built upon sources, some of which are under criminal investigation or already indicted. So you can't trust it. Oh, okay. Who act as a coordinated group. Oh, poor victims. Oh, you know what it is? It's these average people, average losers, who are afraid of themselves, who don't want utopia. They're just going after them because people bad. The story might be a criminal product of criminal minds. It's in bold. Oh, bitchy. This story might be a criminal product of criminal minds, who in the end are also hurting the victims of the story. What? This story might be a criminal product of criminal minds, who in the end are also hurting the victims of the story. What does that mean? Okay. Unfortunately, this media outlet fell prey to these coordinated criminal efforts. Poor dummies. NXIVM was not able to participate in the story because it painfully held true to the due process of our free world justice system. Why? Why would you do that, right? Everything sucks and is dumb. NXIVM was not able to participate in the story because it painfully held true. Wow. What sports. It's just so noble and ethical. To the due process, whatever that means. I mean, I know what due process is, but like what in this, we can't participate in the story because of due process. Our free world justice system. Free world justice system. We live in a free world, and we love that for us. So we love it so much that we have to painfully hold true to it. We will explore any and all legal remedies to correct these lies. Why not just use your rational inquiry to set them straight? NXIVM is a professional business. It's professional business providing educational tools, coaching, and trainings to corporations and people from all walks of life. We love everybody. For nearly 20 years, the company has provided these tools for over 16,000 individuals in over 30 countries. They love so many people. NXIVM works with some of the world's leading companies. Look, these things can't be true. We are big and important. Look at all these people we help. How could we possibly do bad things? NXIVM works with some of the world's leading companies, CEOs, and world leaders because all those people are great, as well as many others with great success. Anonymous surveys suggest that the satisfaction rate of NXIVM's clients is over 95%. And an extensive... What happened to the 5%? What do you mean 5% are not satisfied? An extensive psychological study conducted over the past 10 years demonstrate extraordinary psychological benefits and results. NXIVM spearheaded a 3-time Emmy-nominated peace ceremony. So it spearheaded a 3-time Emmy-nominated peace ceremony in the Central American and Caribbean Games, which also won 10 Telly Awards. What does this have to do with... It's spearheaded, which I take... So there was an Emmy-nominated peace ceremony that they helped spearhead in Central America and Caribbean Games, and also it won 10 Telly Awards. Oh my god, Telly Awards? Get out of here. NXIVM has documented an initial case study of 10 individuals. God, they're just all over the place. We won a lot of awards, and also we documented an initial case study of 10 individuals suffering from Tourette syndrome, a neurological disease known to be incurable, who were able to... Who were able to radically reduce and in some cases completely eradicate their symptoms. And that's all in the same paragraph. We won a lot of awards, and we had initial case studies of 10 people, and their symptoms are radically reduced, or some of them, I feel like you could give a number, completely eradicated their symptoms. In the area of child development, NXIVM has achieved a scientific innovation with hundreds of children experiencing a multicultural upbringing, many who speak between 7 and 13 distinct languages fluently. With college students, so it's just a resume of all the great things they've done. So whatever these lies are, I guess they can't participate in the story, but they can give their resume about how great they are. I guess maybe by painfully holding true, they mean they're not going to share what was said about them, but they can just go ahead and say that they're great. I guess with college students, NXIVM education significantly raised moral decision capacity and had an increase in intelligence performance compared to a placebo. Also, throughout the years, NXIVM has upheld the judicial system and supported victims of natural disasters, kidnapping, and personal loss. What does that mean? How did you do that? What is upheld the judicial system? How did you uphold the judicial system? How did you support victims of natural... Did you give them money? Like, what did you do? Kidnapping? How did you support them? Were they just people... Were they just people who had these problems and then they paid thousands of dollars for your courses, so now you're saying that you helped them? I don't understand. Can you explain what you mean by this? NXIVM firmly believes in human empowerment, excellent freedom of speech, and freedom of expression. None of that is true. NXIVM firmly opposes and condemns violence, victimhood, dishonor, and abuse. And NXIVM firmly opposes any criminal products from criminal minds. Bolded again. Wow, someone's steamed. Boy. You're an asshole. That's what they're doing. You're a meanie. You're a criminal product of criminal minds. Wow. They're dummies. We're smart. We're good. They're bad dummies. Don't listen to them. What did they say? Who are they? Oh, that's right. You can't tell us because you just uphold the judicial system like that. Convenient. Okay. Wow. What year? That was shortly after what we were reading, right? We were in June. Wow. 2018. Any updates? Not found. Wow. Looks like the criminal minds won. What does that mean? It does not exist. Does not exist. And they changed their layout. Look at that. NXIVM, mission, vision, centers, ethics, Nancy Salzman. Letter from the co-founder. Look at this. This is so much better than their other one. It's so easy to read. And then they got rid of the, and they put that there. Too bad they didn't figure it out until they got busted. Letters from the co-founder. Which one? No. So, dear members, my dear beloved members, I'm deeply saddened by the recent news relating to our organization. A number of key people involved, past friends. Oh my god, I'm so sad for you. How could they do this to you? Oh, this is Keith Raniere! Okay. The picture being painted in the media is not how I know our community and friends to be, nor how I experience it myself. I think the complaints were about you, buddy. However, as an organization and as individuals, we felt it was imperative that we hire experts to ensure there is no merit to the allegations. So he's hiring experts to make sure no one else was bad. Who is it? Who was the rascals? I'm sure it's nobody, but if there is, I'm doing my best to sniff them out. Me, Keith Raniere, who did nothing wrong. Over the past months, there have been extensive independent investigations performed by highly qualified individuals, and have firmly concluded that there is no merit to the allegations that we are abusing, coercing, or harming individuals. We felt it was imperative. Okay, so they already did it. They already did the investigation. Nobody did anything wrong. These allegations are most disturbing to me as non-violence is one of my most important values. So they are violent allegations. What are they? Just say what they are. Additionally, I feel it is important to clarify the sorority. Okay, so he's kind of saying it here. The sorority is not a part of NXIVM, and that I am not associated with the group. I firmly support one's right to freedom of expression. So what the sorority or any other social group chooses to do is not our business, as long as there's no abuse. Our experts, a forensic psychiatrist of international repute, psychologists, and ex-law enforcement, say members of the sorority are thriving, healthy, happy, better off, and haven't been coerced. So they're doing great. I'm not associated with it, so if they're doing bad, it's got nothing to do with me. But they're not doing bad. They're doing great. Furthermore, the sorority is proud of what they created and want to share their story. I'm confident they will be addressing you very soon. Website gets shut down. Today marks our first step forward. It is our hope, as much as we might be part of the problem, to a greater extent, we will humbly seek to be part of the solution. Moving forward, we will communicate better. No, you won't. Your site will get shut down. We will inform better. They changed what they said about Nancy? Nope. Okay. Oh, a note from Clare Bronfman. I almost missed that. Was he embarrassed by salutations? Please tell me he edited it and changed it because he was so embarrassed about what he wrote. Nope. God damn. He loved that. Oh, so smart. I'm so proud I wrote that. A note from our executive board member, Clare Bronfman. So who was she? I think she was just like really rich. Was she one of Keith's girlfriends? Maybe. I think she had the sister. They had their dad obviously was not happy that they were in a cult, and he like had a newspaper. He had many newspapers. And in one of the newspapers he owned, he basically called Keith Raniere, if I'm remembering it right, he's a con artist. And then they got mad at him, and I think they tried to sue him. I don't know. That's another thing we can investigate. But yeah, she was one of the top dogs. I think she was like there in the beginning, her and her sister, and they just like had all this money and they funded most everything, I think. And that's another thing, like what Nancy Salzman got busted for were financial crimes, but like it was like racketeering, but like why did they need to racketeer? What did they racketeer? Or it was like the whole thing just considered racketeering because you're not actually giving the product that you say you are, because none of it is real. I don't know. But that's what she got busted at. She got busted on financial stuff. The past few months have been deeply painful for me, as I have seen my friends, associates, and organization I care for come under fire. Some have asked me why I remain a member and why I still support NXIVM and Keith Raniere. The answer is simple. I've seen so much good come from both our programs and from Keith himself. It would be a tragedy to lose the innovative and transformational ideas and tools that continue to improve the lives of so many. Why is she writing this? She's writing this. I'm not a dummy. Oh, so she's been accused. Okay, there have been many defamatory accusations made, and I have taken them seriously. Determining the truth is very important to me, so she got hit with stuff too. I don't remember if she went to jail. Determining the truth is extremely important to me, and I can say firmly that neither NXIVM nor Keith have abused or coerced anyone. I retired from a very successful career as a professional show jumper because I wanted to do something more meaningful with my life. NXIVM is that. As I said, the programs help. I am happy, healthy, and financially more successful than I have ever been. I'm sure you are. I frequently hear and witness stories of individuals improving relationships with loved ones, achieving business goals that they never imagined, and overcoming some of the most debilitating conditions, amongst other things. My experience with Keith is no different. I've witnessed his kindness even in the hardest of times. I've seen world leaders, business leaders, doctors, and others seek his counsel on some of the hardest topics, and I am inspired by the humility and compassion with which she approaches them all. Her writing is way better than his, so I should have just had her write everything. I know him to be a man dedicated to the betterment of the lives of others, and most importantly for me. Okay, so a lot of this is just about him. He is a dear friend who has and continues to help me through the difficult decisions and painful moments in my life, including my father's illness and eventual death. So if that's true if I'm remembering right about her father, that's a little fucked up. Because I'm pretty sure they tried to sue him. They were not happy with him. So most of this is just saying Keith is nice. Keith is good. Lastly, while I'm not and never have been a member of the sorority, I was reassured to hear from one of the leading forensic psychologists in the country. Gotta, status. Make sure that status is there. And additionally, ex-law enforcement investigators of over 30 years, they know exactly what they're talking about, conclude that sorority has not coerced or abused anyone. In fact, the sorority has truly benefited the lives of its members and does so freely. We know nothing about the sorority other but we do know that's good. I find no fault in a group of women, or men for that matter, freely taking a vow of loyalty and friendship with one another to feel safe while pushing back against the fears that have stifled their personal and professional growth. It's not for any of us to judge how they or anyone else choose to advance their lives and their values. So you're judging. If you suspect that this sorority is up to no good, you're so judgy. Just let people be people. Don't you believe in freedom of speech and expression? Why do you want to believe that we're bad? Look at all these wonderful things that we're saying that we did. They're very vague but sound good. They sound nice. 2019, when did... Let's skip ahead. Let's see. It's just very slow. Page we're looking for does not exist. Important message to our members. Important message to our members. It is with deep sadness that we inform you that we are suspending all NXIVM ESP enrollment, curriculum, and events until further notice. We will be in touch with more information for anyone currently enrolled in upcoming events programs. While we are disappointed by the interruption of our operations, we believe it is warranted by the extraordinary circumstances facing the company at this time. We continue to believe in the value and importance of our work and look forward to resuming our efforts when these allegations are resolved. Well, they've been resolved. What is NXIVM? Oh my god, there's so many things here. So let's see what they're saying now in the year 2019 after they got busted. Maybe they did a little damage control. Revamp some things. Let's find out. NXIVM is a community guided by humanitarian principles that seeks to... You know what? I don't think they did resume their operations. But we could do it, right? I think if we can get those modules, we can get up and running again. I think we could do it. Who's in? Okay. It's a community guided by humanitarian principles that seeks to empower people and answer important questions about what it means to be human. So they kind of cut out all the misanthropic stuff, right? That's a lot cleaner. So instead of being like we're the only ones to ever be human, right? No, we just want to empower people and answer their questions. The NXIVM philosophy is expressed through a series of companies and initiatives, all of which were designed to broaden the way we currently think about problems and to help create solutions for a kinder, more sustainable, ethical world. That's super toned down. See, this is how you lead people in. Who wrote this? With unique tools that facilitate success, both internally and externally. You know what? Keith is gone. That's probably why it's so much better. With unique tools that facilitate success, both internally and externally, NXIVM helps people realize the potential that exists within them. Alone we can do so little. Together we can do so much. Helen Keller. So this knocks out so much of that other stuff about like the fall of mankind. We're on the way to doom. Disaster. Because this is none of that. Founder Keith Raniere. Ugh. Keith Raniere has devoted his life to studying the complex issues that face our modern world and to developing tools to enhance the human experience through community, social action, science, technology, and education. So for the time you run MLMs. But other than that, his whole goddamn life was devoted to this. Raniere has founded multiple companies focusing on increasing joy and ethics in the world. See, it's increasing. This isn't saying that the world is unethical. It's just saying that we're increasing ethics. So there is some baseline of ethics that we have. So that's completely different. Under the NXIVM umbrella, what's this a link to? He has the, what's that a link to? Oh, well. He has developed a series of educational models that offer integrative solutions to complex subjects such as gender, relationships, childhood development, mind-body complex, compassionate ethics, okay, they didn't let that go, and creative expression. Okay, so they're adding a lot of things that weren't in there before. These initiatives range from an award-winning performing arts company to early childhood education that promotes cultural, linguistic, emotional, physical, and problem-solving potential. He founded Executive Success Programs in 1998 with Nancy Salzman, one of the world's top trainers, blah, blah, blah. One of the cornerstones is rational inquiry, patent pending. But we have the patent, right? This is it. 2002, and this is 2019. Technology for achieving peak human performance. Recently, these tools successfully have been applied to treating neurobiological disorders. Blah, blah, blah. Been there, done that. So, some of his most passionate and purposeful work can be seen in the peace movement he founded in Mexico, where gang violence, corruption, and poverty are at crisis levels. I don't know how to say that. An expression that translates to "you are the other me" has been credited with initiatives that promote community, inspire leadership, and provide systems to disable violence and stop perpetrators. He sees the struggles faced by the Mexican people as a metaphor for the world and hopes to inspire the possibility for peace. I guess if you have peace in Mexico, you can have peace anywhere. Visit his website. He has his own website? Yes. Yes. Should have started here. KeithRaniere.com. Let's go. Wow. Okay. I'm so jazzed. Oh my god. Well, it's the Wayback Machine, so I'm sure we can find... There he is. Oh my god. It's just going to be the same 5 things over and over again. I don't know why I'm excited. I'm just going to want to blow my brains out by the end of it. Okay, so... let me just take a minute to see if there's anything new. Nope, nope, nope. Found this, found that. Blah. Okay, so he holds 147 international patents. That looks like something we could probably verify or not, including 47 in the United States. Oh, so they're probably in different languages. Okay, in a variety of technical fields. He earned degrees from Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute. Are they still going? In mathematics, biology, and physics with minors in philosophy and psychology and expertise in communities. Oh, so you didn't even have a degree in that. In August 2008, along with writer Ivy Navarez, Raniere published his first book. We can read his books, Odin and the Sphinx. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's $595. Fuck. Let's see if it's on good old internet. PDF. Let's go. Dang. I don't know. I barely made it through Salutations. God knows why I want to read this book, because that was the most painful thing I've ever been through. Damn. But I want to read that book. I just want to know. A collection of articles that were initially published in the Spanish language scientific journal. Spanish word. The foreword was written by acclaimed doctor. Who brags about who the foreword was written by? The following year, the second book in the series was published. The Sphinx and blah. A foreword written by the Dalai Lama. So Odin and the Sphinx, Odin, Sphinx, classical civilizations, and the Dalai Lama. Wow. Let's go back, because clearly this is when they hired the graphic designer. So I'm real excited to see what it was like in 2002. Let's go. Oh, because it's probably the other window. Here we go. Okay. So, I think, yeah, maybe because I opened new windows, you can't see it. So, oops. Sorry. Sorry about that. Which window is the right window? Okay, so let me show you what I was looking at, because, geez, what a goof. So this is his very own webpage. There's the home, there's the about, and there are the projects. Keith Raniere, and this is what it was in 2005. 2005. It's not like the internet was brand spanking new. Keith Raniere, and this is it, it's just one page. Executive Success Programs. Keith Raniere, co-founder of Executive Success Programs, is a scientist, mathematician, philosopher, and entrepreneur. An unusually gifted individual, Mr. Raniere's unique abilities were evident at a very early age. Among them, he spoke in full sentences by the age of 1, was reading by the age of 2. Well, he never learned commas. At the age of 11, he was an Eastern Coast judo champion. For 11 years. For 11-year-olds? At age 12, he taught himself high school mathematics in less than a day and taught himself 3 years of college mathematics by age 13. Who oversaw that? Okay. He plays many musical instruments and taught himself to play piano at a concert level by age 12. Wow. He had like no supervision. He was just teaching himself things. He was entered in the Guinness Book World of Records for highest IQ in 1989. How old was he in 1989? He has been noted as one of the top 3 problem solvers in the world by ? He was a millionaire by the age of 30 and worth $50 million by the age of 32. So that shows how smart he is. His unique abilities to have money. How did he get money? It's a question, because having money is not very impressive. If you earn that much money, that would be impressive, I guess, depending on how you did it. Mr. Raniere is perhaps best known as a creator of rational inquiry. Perhaps. That's what he's known for. The transformational model at the center of executive success program trainings. Rational inquiry is science-based on the belief that the more consistent an individual's belief and behavior patterns are, the more successful they will be at everything they do. So all you have to do is be consistent. Because if I think the government is reading my thoughts and I consistently wear a tinfoil hat, then I'll be successful in everything I do. Because if I just am consistent with it, that's all that matters. The invention, which Mr. Raniere laid the groundwork for as a teenager, is considered by... Okay, so... He had this thing going as a teenager. He just decided to develop a couple MLMs and fail at them before doing NXIVM. He's so smart, he probably knew he was going to fail at them. So it was just like practice, I guess, because he's so smart. And is considered by many to be one of the most dramatic developments in the field of human potential today. According to ? But despite his extraordinary talents and accomplishments, what often strikes people the most about Mr. Raniere, is that he's creepy and weird, is how down-to-earth he is. Oh, what a surprise. I didn't know that about him. He has the unique ability to relate to virtually anyone, and is known by his friends as a prankster extraordinaire. Who is this for? Why would you make this? Here's a website about me. Look at all. Did you know that me? And you know, he had, who wrote this? He must have written this, right? Do people just make websites about other people? He totally wrote them himself. But I feel like if he wrote them himself, it would be really long and convoluted. Hey, someone write this website about me? Here are the bullet points I want you to put in it. Make me sound like so awesome for some reason. And then make sure it's really shitty and like really pale colored. Have it put on really pale yellow, on a really pale peach. And I'll let everyone know how great I am. It looks like disgusting, right? It looks awful. Oh, God. And it's not even like, oh. Okay. So somewhere in 2009, or between then and 2009, he said, whoa, we need to spice it up just a little bit. And he did. Keith Raniere, and this is it. So shitty. And then lists of current patents. I'm going to open a new tab so that way you can see it. Yeah, so these patents. Keith Raniere. Maybe they're just, where are they? Intelligent switching system for voice and data. Aren't there like supposed to be 147 of these? Where are they? All I see is this one. Teleconferencing system. When was it? So, good job. The fifth norming of the megatest mentions Keith's participation. Find Keith. This chart shows the scores on SAT on the megatest. Oh. Fresh information on distribution of scores has been attained by Keith Raniere. Is this the same Keith Raniere, or did you just put a link to some other guy named Keith Raniere? Shows the scores reported orally to Keith Raniere. That's it. He's mentioned twice. He just collected data, I guess. But he was mentioned in it. That wasn't a lie. A Keith Raniere was mentioned in it. He was helping with the fifth norming of the megatest. I guess if you don't click the link, you would read that and be like, wow, fifth norming of a megatest? That sounds scientific. Consortium. There it is. Creator of Ultima? Is that one of his MLMs? Human Essentials? What are these things? Capella Innovations. Wow, he was a busy boy. I really underestimated him. Is this all the same things? No, it's not. So they put it in paragraph form. He's also excelled in numerous other sports, including volleyball, tennis, table tennis, diving, softball, cycling, and skiing. By the age of 12, he taught himself piano. Okay. Can you imagine writing these things about yourself? What would motivate you to do that? Like write a whole long thing about how great you are? His company consumers byline. Why would he include that? Didn't it get like busted for being like a con job? Yeah, he taught himself everything. No one was around to help him, or I guess verify that he did these things. His company consumer byline was an MLM, which was responsible for an estimated $1 billion. So Nancy Salzman has just graduated to one of the world's top trainers in the field of human potential, which is not an actual field. The company advances profound coaching program. This is all just too much information. I was not ready for this. I was just hoping for that little shitty website. Remember those days? Now it's just like thing after thing after thing. Create Ultima. What the fuck is that? With colleagues and co-author Ivy company designed for. Oh, so it's a multidisciplinary program designed for the advancement of human expression. Duh. Okay. Now I know what it is. Okay, that's the person you wrote a book with. In 2007, he conceptualized the Ethical Humanitarian Foundation, which means someone else did everything else. Moving towards a more noble civilization. Oh my god, there's so many things that don't mean anything. A comprehensive program for developing compassionate ethics in global communities. Dalai Lama again. Oh my god. I regret all this. All I want to know is why people join cults. Let's go to the patent. Because, we gotta... I don't even want to spend $50. Our objective is why do people join cults. That's our objective. Let's not get distracted. So here it is. The patent for rational inquiry that I guess is still pending. And they said that it was AI, right? It was so super smart. It was patented under AI. And here we have the classification code. So I'm like, that's a lie. There's no way it was... He just said that because he just says things because he thinks that they sound smart. So I don't believe that it was patented under AI. But then I thought to myself, well, he says the word technology a lot, right? So maybe he just wrote a paper. Well, he probably didn't write it. He probably had someone else write a paper that said the word technology a lot, and people in the patent office was like, I don't know what this is. Maybe but it says technology a lot, so it's AI. And here we have the code. I, of course, already know the answer. I already looked this up. But who wants to place your bets? Was it patented under AI? Was it, it's so technological and smart? Or did he lie? What do you think? I have the answer in the next tab. Okay, here we go. It was a lie. It was just a lie. G09B1900. G09B1900. Teaching not covered by other main groups of the subclass. So it's a subclass of cooperative patent classification, educational or demonstration appliances for teaching or communication with the blind, deaf, mute, model, blah, blah, blah. This subclass covers simulators, devices involving computing, apparatus, or of a system. Yeah. So simulators regarded as teaching or training devices, which is the case if they give perceptible sensations having a likeness to the sensations a student would experience in reality in response to actions taken by him, models of buildings, installations, or the like. And here we have Where'd it go? Teaching not covered by other main groups of the subclass. Which is like, why? Why would you say it was AI? It has a diagram in it. And that's why it has a diagram. That's not AI. So it's models of buildings, installations, or the like. It's a diagram. That's what it is. But he's always saying, like, he has so many patents. So apparently it's very important to him. Yeah, it's not even under computers. It's not under dancing. It's not under color matching. It's just other... We don't know what the fuck this is. But it's very, very important to him to have patents, and I don't understand why. And it was very important for him to this be patented under AI. Why? Why was that so important? September 2000, and here it is. The diagram, the educational diagram. Rational inquiry. This is it. The thing that will change us forever. The thing that finally understands humanity that we never did before, and the thing that will save us all from destruction. Rational inquiry. What do these numbers mean? I don't know. Will we ever know? Time will tell. I'm suspecting that they don't mean anything. But maybe, who knows, maybe I'm wrong. And my life will change by the end of this. Rational inquiry method, and then it goes straight down to rational inquiry beliefs, which I feel like there's already an issue in your little flowchart here, starting off. Shouldn't you have like more things? Okay, so rational inquiry beliefs are part of the method. Then it breaks down to philosophy, Boolean logic, philosophical operators. So there's Boolean logic, there's logical operators, there's Boolean logical operators, there's philosophy, but Boolean logic, philosophical operators, I'm not convinced that that is a thing, but it sounds so smart. Philosophy, you gotta have philosophy in there. And of course, part of philosophy is having these logical operators. It's true. Communication, technology interfaces. What does technology mean? We'll find out. Voice and visual. Therapy by number, exploration of meaning. The EMs, these are the things that you uncover your limiting beliefs. So before in the website, it was saying how, why do we do the things we do? We have no idea. This is what is supposed to bring them to the surface. You get rid of those limiting beliefs, and now you are no longer the average person. Have you ever read the Foundation books? No. But I totally will. Preemptive technologies, essence, intent, bring intent. We will definitely learn what all these things mean, and they will make total sense. First, perspective therapy, non-integration. So integration is when you're consistent in your beliefs and behaviors. Emotions define, cause, remove. Emotions cause, remove. So when you're at cause, that means something. Parts balance, don't know what that is. Depression strategies, well, I don't know why that's in there. Loading, have no clue what loading is, and reflexes. And then primitives, learning, don't know this. Teacher skills, Again, I think your flowchart's a little messed up. Is that supposed to be 2 atomic units, and from that is teacher skills, or is this on its own thing? Mission theory. Don't know what that is. This is ESP, though. Athletics running. Oh, God, it's just such a mess. Shifter. Cheating and evaluation. Strategy. So shifter is part of cheating and evaluation, which is part of strategies and patterns, which is part of ESP, which is part of learning. Emotional learning, deductive learning, integrative steps. So I think the that explains everything. Yes, so this is one matrix, and the idea of an integration is that it lines up perfectly with reality. So if there's any one of these that's off, that's what you need to fix, I guess. So this is breaking down, this is the method, right? So the way you have personal development and the way you cure humanity of being inferior is this method. So that must mean that everything in this is is something you need to do, right? Because that's the method you need to run. You definitely need those modules, which I wish we had those fucking modules. So all this will make perfect sense in time. Abstract, and I think I'll cut it there because I'm just not ready to get into this today, and we got a little sidetracked. Probably a waste of time, but it was so exciting, and I regret all of it. Abstract. The present invention relates generally to a method for personal and group improvement. Rational inquiry, 10, whatever that means, includes a plurality of questions. A plurality of questions, I think, is implied in the plural of questions, unless that means something else. What could that mean? Methods and observations leading to answers, meanings, ethics, of course, personal essence, purpose, and a greater awareness. That's so many things. The questions and observations in the method are provided to the individual in a matrix or plurality of modules. They're sticking with plurality. Sounds great, including practices and inquiries. The matrix or modules, including practices and inquiries, are used to assist the individual in determining a minimally assumptive matrix of consistent human internal existence and determining, this whole thing going to be like this? And determining a minimally assumptive matrix of consistent reality. So you got one matrix, which is your internal existence, and you gotta see how that lines up with the matrix consistent with reality. If that's what the method is, where did you get reality wrong? I don't know why you need all of this for that, but you do. If through comparison, and all this must be new stuff no one's ever thought of before. This is all new stuff no one's ever thought of before. Through comparison of the minimally assumptive matrices, differences detected, a disintegration is said to occur. Okay. So you got two of these side by side. One's reality, one is you. You find the inconsistency, I guess. The disintegration is removed by allowing the individual to integrate through a more complete awareness of a limiting belief. So buckle up. We'll do that next time. God, I wanted to get into Nancy, but I guess that didn't happen. Maybe I'll read more of this to see if it's like worth it, because it might not say anything, and be another waste of time. But I guess that's research for you. I guess we'll find out in time. So, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully we'll get our answers soon. All right, bye.